Welcome back, guys. This is Letos Gaming, and we are doing something brand new. For this time, we are going to be trying to do a tutorial. I haven't been putting up an episode for a few days because I've been trying to figure out how to do a tutorial for an automatic cow farm, and I do think that I have found my own way that I actually really like. So let's get started on that. Alright, so to start off, we are going to put some glass blocks down right here, something like this. Now, this is the first time I've ever done a tutorial, so if I do mess up, I do apologize in advance. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to get this... Oh, the back ones actually do have to be the block of your choice. We're going to do that, and then we're going to place that right there. Yep, okay, yep, and then never mind, this one's actually got to be down like that. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to go one more block out and one more block out from right here. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side so that it has an area for the baby cows to fall into. And then right here, we're going to go like 3 blocks up so that when the cows are being breeded, they do not find some way to get out of their holding cell. Oops, okay, do that real quick. And then right here, we're going to put a dispenser. That's going to be where the water bucket comes from, the water that will push the babies down, and it will let the cows jump, which will enable you to be able to get them to breed. So now that we got that done, we're going to go ahead and place some blocks right here so that you can still come right here and you can still do that. And we're going to get rid of these blocks right here. So this is what you should have right about now. Yep, let me get out of here. So you should have something kind of looking like this right now. Alright, so next we're going to go like this. We're going to bring this down like 2 blocks maybe. And we're going to have it come out like right here. And we're just going to put a half slab up here so that the babies, when they're jumping through the water, they do not kill themselves. Because they like to do that. Replace that one right there. And then we are going to have it so that there is a block right there too. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to fill this area in. Just like that. Nope, just down one more. Just like that. All the way around the bottom part. And then we're going to fill that in. And we're going to have it come out like this. Get rid of that. Have these 2 blocks here. And then we're going to have the water pouring out of them. Let me just put some blocks here to stop the water from falling down. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that should be good. So we're going to go ahead and place the blocks right here, just like that. And now we're going to grab some signs. Oops. Sign. And we're going to place that. Oh, my bad. My bad. I accidentally messed up. I forgot. The water is actually not going to be right there. I forgot that I did edit it a little bit so that the things would have a better chance of getting pushed into it. We're going to bring this out 1 block. Just like this, so that there's going to be a stream. Just go ahead and do this all the way around, just like that. And just like that. Okay. So now that we got that, go ahead and put the water buckets actually not there. Back in these ones right here to give you kind of the push. And then we're going to put a sign right there to stop the water from going down. And then we're going to put the water source block right there. And it should come to right there. And then from here, you're going to need a stair. We're going to go like this, put it right here, put the stair right there, bring this up a few blocks, put a sign here, and then have it go back 2 more blocks. We're going to make the elevator thing for the baby cows to go up. Just like that, except these back ones right here, these are actually going to be glass blocks so that the fence does not connect to them once we get it there. So go ahead and replace those with glass. just like this. Have it going up so many blocks. You can really have it going up as much as you want. Just be careful so that the baby cows don't die as they're going up, you know. And then right here, I believe we need a half slab. Oops. Forgot it's just slab in here. Grab that. And then I think it would go right there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it goes right there. Yeah. Okay. So now we need to get some fences. Any fence should work. Go ahead and grab those. Put them right there at the back and just have them going up as far as you want it to go up, really. Just like I said before, be sure that they don't end up drowning. And then we need the water block again. Put it right there. Just like that, and then have that right there. And then you just need source blocks going all the way up, so we're going to put these like this. And have that right there. And then fill the rest with source blocks. Okay. Alright, so you should have something that kind of looks like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up one more block, just like that. Have that, put a block right there. We're actually going to bring it up 2 more blocks. Nope, I'm just kidding. We're just going to have it one more, and then we're going to go like this. Have these blocks come out just like that. Doesn't have to be glass right there anymore. And we're going to put a water source right there, and it's just going to go like just like that. Except we aren't going to have it fall off. Beautiful. Okay, so you're going to have it right here, and now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make it like a little room, a little one wide hole for it to fall through. Just like that. Cover these up so that it falls through these little holes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it a tiny little room for it to fall into right here, just like this. It only has to be a 3 wide room. So we're just going to go like that, and we're going to come down 3 blocks from there, and go like this. Then we're going to fill all these blocks in. And then you're going to bring it back about 8 blocks from right, because we're going to have a dispenser that goes pointed up right here, just like that. And we're just going to have these be up here, and it's just going to be a little 3-block room, and we're going to have it go back 8 blocks. 1, no, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that, and then make a room kind of surrounding it, and we're just going to have a little empty block right here. Alright, so you should have yourself a little room just like this. That should go 8 blocks. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put water buckets in all these dispensers. Let me grab 2 more of these, just like that. Sorry if I sound like a little sick. I am a little sick right now. I'm not really sure. It got really cold all of a sudden, and it's just really getting to me. And next we're going to grab some pistons, some sticky pistons, I'm sorry. Just like that. And we're going to throw those back 1 more block. Just like that. And then we're going to throw a normal block right there. And then we're going to put a block right there. And another one right there. This is going to be where they're going to fall into, and they're going to fall into the lava, which is going to make their meat cooked. And then you can just kind of wall this off so that they aren't able to get out when they fall in. So yeah. Alright, so now from this hole, you can pretty much take it down. Try not to take it down too far because you don't want them to die from the fall. I'm not really sure how lava works, if it'll stop them or not. I like to take it down maybe 2 or 3 for where the lava is going to be. Just so they can get some speed to fall through it and not just die in it. So now that I'm going to go down 1 more. And the lava is going to sit on this level right here. So let me do that real quick. Grab a sign, put it right there, oops, there, and there. And then we're going to grab our lava buckets. We're going to put it right there and right there. Just 2 of them. It doesn't really matter. You can do 1 of them if you want. Just put it right in the middle. Either way, they'll still catch on fire, which is what matters. Okay, so Now we are going to put another row of blocks down like this so that they have a room to fall into. We're going to go down 3 blocks, just like that. All the way around, just so that they have their own little room that they fall into to die. Now this part's really yours. You can take it really either way you want. I'm going this way. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have a dropper right here at the edge of it. Where's the dropper? Right here. Okay, we're just going to have a dropper right... Oops. Right... Nope, because we're just going to point downwards then. Come on. Right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some hoppers. And we're going to have all these hoppers pointed into that dropper. Just like that. Alright, so from right here, we're going to go like this, and we're going to bring this out a couple of blocks so that we can get the water stream for the items to get shot out onto. Oh, no, this has actually got to be compacted ice or just normal ice. I'm not sure if there's really a difference between the two. So we're going to go like that. We're going to throw a sign down right there. And we're going to get a water bucket. And we're going to put some water right there. So it shoots it into the water stream, and the water stream will push it up against the wall that it actually goes into. So we're going to do this then. We're going to come around a corner just like that. And we're going to take this one. Probably all the way, I like to take it all the way up to the front, where our little viewing area is going to be for the cows. So, you know, build this out a couple more blocks. Just like that. So we're going to come back here now. We're going to build this out all the way over here to like right here. Yeah, because we're going to build a glass elevator that's going to be right here, and it's going to be 3 blocks like that. So yeah, we are 1 too far, so we're going to go like that and like that. And then we're just going to fill in the rest of it with these quartz blocks just like that. Beautiful. And then down here, we're going to throw in the packed ice. Just like this, for the area for the cooked meat to get shot out and the leather to get shot out too, to go up the item elevator. We're going to place a water bucket right there. And we're going to place another one. We're just going to do that. We're just going to place it right there. We're going to place another water bucket right there. And another one right here. And the last one right here. Oops. I don't know if that'll work, so we're going to put that actually on there. And then the last one right there. So yeah, you should have yourself a handy little item transportation system right now. The packed ice makes the items go like 40 times faster, so it would help you out. So yeah, now that we got that done. Alright, so now we are going to grab 2 fences. Oops, fences, just like this. We're going to throw them right there. We're going to break this block, throw a fence there. We're actually going to change these blocks out for normal blocks so that the fence has something to connect to. It just can't connect to that one. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to put that right there. And then I am just going to fill the rest of it with glass all the way up, just like that. Alright, so now what I would like to do is I have the 3x3 elevator right there. I like to just put another layer of the glass right in front of it, because for some reason some of the items fall out and they get stuck. And we definitely do not want that. Oops, don't want that there. Go ahead and do that. Throw that glass back there, and then put these blocks of quartz right back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this into its own little transfer system, which will just go to right here. Doesn't need to go too far, just needs to be able to go to the chest. And we'll go like that, put that there. And then we're going to have our chest be, because right there is the middle of it, we're going to have it be double chest. Chest. Just like that. Grab that real quick. Throw this right there and right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a hopper into that, a hopper into that, a hopper into that, and a hopper into that. And then we can go ahead and fill the water in just like that. Give you an example real quick. The reason the item streams have to be like this is because the items have to go pushed all the way up against it when they go into the item elevator, otherwise they will not go up. So it's going up, up into the water stream, down, and into the chest. So yeah, go ahead and build this out. A couple more blocks for a nice little room, just like that. Beautiful. You guys can do any kind of editing you want. You know, it doesn't have to be set in stone. You guys can bring the item elevator wherever you want. You know, something like that. You can put the chest wherever. You can. I'm gonna replace this with a stair actually. A quartz stair, just because it looks nice. Just like that. Oops. Boom. So yeah, you should have yourself a nice little area just like that. Alright, so now we are going to start the redstone portion of the build. My favorite part. We're going to go ahead and get some power from this block right here. We're going to go just like that actually. And we're going to come down stair stepping. Just like that, just to right here. Right here will be fine. So go ahead and redstone that up, all the way up here, right into that dispenser. And then it's that first block. Right here. Oops, we actually want it to come up because we don't want it on that level. So we're going to do that, put it right there, replace these blocks, and then go ahead and put that button right there. And that's going to be the thing that releases the water, sends them down just like that. It goes around, and then it's going to be able to feed them, and then when you turn off the button, it'll send them down. Alright, so now what we need to do, this is going to be something for the redstone. You probably won't need this much room, so if you're building this underground, you probably don't have to clear out this entire area. So what we're going to do though, is we're going to grab a redstone pulse from right here. This is going to be the button that powers it, so that when, because we don't want the timer to keep going and keep opening and shutting these pistons and the water, we want it to just go when we start feeding our animals. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a standard hopper clock. So we're going to grab this right here. I can actually probably do it right here. Put that into that. Put that into that one. Grab a comparator, take it out of the side, take it out of the side of that one. Put it into a block, put a redstone dust just like that, and then put 2 sticky pistons right there, and then throw a redstone block right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 64 of any item, doesn't really matter what, and we're going to throw it into the hopper so that it starts doing that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go a couple blocks forward. We want it to be probably about 5 blocks forward just because of the way the power lines have to hook up. So probably going to need to make this go one more line down. As soon as I grab my block of quartz, okay. Doesn't block of quartz just look so nice? I just think it looks so elegant, you know? So now what we're going to do is we need a dropper right here. And we're going to put the dropper into a hopper. And then we're going to take comparators out of both the sides. Oops, out of both the sides, just like that. And now this one's going to... Oh, I got rid of my block of quartz again. Alright, so we're going to put the block of quartz just like that. And then now, but what we're going to do different this time is we're going to grab a redstone torch just like that. We're going to throw it right here and right here. Oh, I gave myself enough room actually, because I forgot that we need some more redstone stuff here. Oops. So we're just going to go like this, build this out a couple more blocks, just like that. And then what we're going to do is from this one, we're going to go up, over, just like that. Yep, because then it needs to have a torch right here. We're going to put a block right here. And then we're going to put a redstone dust right there. And then a line, or a torch right there. Nope, not right there. Right there. We're going to have a redstone line going right along the top. Just like that. Whoops, sorry guys, I made a mistake. That block does not go there. It goes right there, right underneath it. And then this redstone goes right into that. And that goes right there, just like it was. And then you'll have yourself a multiplier right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 27 items into this one. So let me just grab that real quick and go into my inventory, split this up. 27. Okay, you can probably put you could probably put in as much as you wanted, but then it would just make the timer take longer to put them out. But I found that 27 is probably a good amount of time to give the baby cows to grow up, and then it'll send them down. So we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a redstone repeater from this one, and we're also going to take a redstone repeater from that one, and we're going to combine them right here. And then this is going to be our main power line for doing stuff. Alright, so I forgot to put a redstone right there. We have to do that, which is going to make it so the item is closed so that the hopper can drop the items into it and they will stay in it for now. So now that we got that done, what we're going to do is we're going to take a block and we're going to bring it over to down here. We have to bring it underneath this right here. So just put that right there, just like that, and then just go like this. Put some repeaters into those, bring this out one more, and then bring it out and kind of stair step it up. You could just go like that, just all the way up. Oops, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this line and we're just going to connect it right here somewhere. Can't connect it right there because we have to connect something else there, so we're going to bring it around just like that. And just connect it right up to here. We're probably going to have to put a redstone repeater somewhere here. Probably right there. So now we're just going to go like this right over here. Put a block, put a torch, go like that. This is going to be the power for our pistons, which is going to make it so that they can either, be powered or not powered or anything. So we're going to go like that. Put some repeaters into those. And then pretty much do the same thing again. Bring the redstone around. All the way up to this guy right here. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're going to come on over here. We're going to take another torch from that one. We're going to bring it this way, just like this. Over to the back side of this, which is going to be what stops our mechanism from continuously going. What's going to happen is when all the items from here get drained out and put into here, then this is not going to be putting the output, which is going to cancel it, I do believe. Yeah, it's going to cancel this, which is going to turn this torch on, which is going to power this, which is going to turn this off, which is going to, this torch right here is going to come around just like this. It's going to come up a little thing right here, just like that, and to that, and then that right there to cancel this one from putting any more items out, which will stop it from this thing being here and shooting that item out. An example real quick, we'll take out a bunch of these items real quick before it resets. Throw them into there. So now watch as once this item right here gets shot out, it turns that off, which locks this, which makes it so that no more items will get put into here. One second for it to drain real quick. And that thing is stuck where it's at. Just like that. And it's all in there now and it can't go. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take this line right here and connect it to our power. So now what's going to happen is when we want it to start, which it comes from right here, this top block right here, grab ourselves a button. Throw that button down right there. So now push the button. What it's going to do is it's going to start this hopper, or the dropper, which is going to drop an item. Oh, my bad, I forgot. You got to put a redstone repeater, otherwise it's not going to reach it. So let's try that again one more time. Just go like that. Then it's going to shoot an item into it, which is essentially going to start the whole thing over again. So now it's going to start everything. This is off, and the items are all going back and forth. Whoops, guys, my bad. I forgot. We have to do something like this to keep this one from looping around and keeping itself on. So we're just going to put a little thing right there, and then it's going to stop it, which is going to turn this off, which will make the items keep going back and forth. So yeah. Be sure you have that repeater right there to make sure that it doesn't keep looping around itself to power the entire thing. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of it. I like to put some signs right here. You know, this one to start the machine, this one to start the cow water. So we're going to go ahead and come up here. And you know what? I did forget to do one thing. Oops. I actually placed this block in the wrong spot because the cows are big enough to go through that. So we're going to grab a slab. Just like that, and we're actually going to throw it right there, because then the baby cows can fit through, but the adult cows cannot. And then we're going to we'll just fill it with slabs right here. And then go and put some cows in there. I like to do, maybe, since I'm on my own, yeah, I tried doing it before, and I accidentally realized that it was there, so we got a loner cow over there. But anyways, I like to fill it with enough to be able to do it. I like to do maybe like 100, maybe 60, something like that actually. So put the cow water in, which will start making them bounce. You start feeding them all, just like this. Get them all fed up, make them all have their children. Come on, keep giving me some more babies. Okay. Go around, close that door, turn off the cow water, and then all the babies will fall down. They'll fall into their rooms. And then right here, don't have this open. That's a very bad idea. Oh no! Oh gosh. Just messing up. Goodness. Yeah, don't have this open. That's probably a good idea. Just bring it up like that. All the way around. And put the half slab down, just like that. Get out of here. Yeah, sorry, we had a bunch of adult cows that came through here too, so... Oop, fell down. Just like that, and then the baby cows should make their way up into this room. As you can tell, I've done it. I did it a couple times. I accidentally messed up, though, so I had to redo it. But anyways, yeah. Be sure those blocks are there. Be sure that the blocks are half slabs are where I said to. Be sure there's a door here so that the babies, when they fall down, they don't fall out of here. And be sure when you start it, you hit start machine, and it'll be sure to start the whole process over, and it'll let everything work its way, and it'll count down to about like 21.5 minutes. And then once all that happens, oh, actually, I am terribly sorry, guys. I forgot another thing. I'm just forgetting everything right now. This is my first time actually doing a tutorial, so I'm terribly sorry about this. We have to make ourselves a little clock right here for this dropper. Just go ahead and do this, just like that. We're just going to bring it down. Okay. Comparator into a block, which is going to go into a piece, a redstone thing just like that. And then we're going to go like this around. We're going to probably put a block here and a block here to keep it from shooting the items out. You know, you can cover this thing if you want. It's really up to you. We're going to go with some redstone. Okay, new plan. That is not my new plan. Well, guys, guess I don't get beginner's luck. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out a way to do this, because I didn't even think about this, that there isn't going to be much room to do it. So we're going to have to go comparator into the redstone repeater. We're going to have to bring it around like this. And I'm going to grab my block. The block of quartz. Bring it around like this, bring it stair step it down, because we're going to have to bring it to the other side of it to make it do what it does. And then at the same time, we have to bring it like this, around this. So that it repeats itself. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it, actually, I'll be right back. I'm going to check something out real quick. Alright, so never mind, it didn't actually work like how I thought it would, so we're going to go with our standard idea that we had. We're going to bring this down, just like that, around. We're going to bring it back up. We're going to bring it just right into there. And we got to put these blocks back so that it can repeat itself if there's items in there. Bring it down just like that, all the way around and back up into that. So let's give it a try real quick. Go ahead and throw some items into there. Yep, throws all of them in there. And then they fly over and go up the item transportation and into the chest. Alright guys, so I do believe that completes my automatic cow farm tutorial. If you liked, give me a like, comment, subscribe. You can go ahead and comment all the times that I failed, because this was the very first time that I've ever made a tutorial, so I tried being prepared, but I did forget some things, and but I did remember to put them in, just for you guys. So yeah, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to let me know what I did wrong, if there's anything that I could do better, if my redstone's out of date, or, anything, any advice would help. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Alright, bye-bye.